Good evening, everyone. News 3 is learning more about recent work that was done on the Sun Prairie home at the center of an explosion.
It was deadly for one and devastating for many others. Tonight's top story also detailing the aftermath of the early morning explosion in the 1100 block of Coral Drive, a neighborhood just east of Highway 151 and bordered by West Main, Bird, and Windsor streets in Sun Prairie. Some say they heard the explosion from as far away as 2.5 miles. Our team coverage includes News 3's David Douglas with new details about the recent work done.
But we begin with News 3's Jessica Arp, who has been live on the scene since early this morning, and she joins us now from Sun Prairie with the latest. Jess?
Well, the scene now, even hours and hours later, is simply shocking. It's in its entirety, made even more powerful when you realize the listed homeowners, Stephen Slack and Lindsay Stefani, managed to live through the blast. UW Hospital lists them both in fair condition tonight, but their roommate was not so lucky.
Everything was shaken up over there. Woke up everybody. They didn't know what was going on.
I heard a bunch of people screaming, and I'm like, oh no, it's not my house, it's somebody else's.
We thought it was a tornado coming through our house and blew in our windows, knocked our ceiling down, cracked our walls.
Total devastation looks something like this.
It's surreal. We're looking at it right now, and I can't imagine that that's our house next to that disaster zone.
What used to be 1139 Coral Street is now spread out all over the neighborhood, a fiberglass reminder of the home of 3 new neighbors.
They're new to the neighborhood, just a great young couple that we've just started to get to know. They moved in this summer, first-time homeowners, and we've just enjoyed having them as neighbors for the short time that they've been there.
We were really good friends, and they just recently moved here less than a year ago, and yeah, we don't know what happened.
Online housing records and neighbors say couple Stephen Slack and Lindsay Stefani co-own the home. Andrew Manley, who was killed, was their roommate. Neighbor Jared Libke says the scream of his neighbor will be forever etched in his memory.
We tried going over there to see what happened, but we couldn't get through all the rubble because their roof is in our front yard.
And those who've seen similar say it doesn't get much worse than this.
As a pastor, we've done a whole lot of disaster relief. We've spent many weeks in Biloxi, Mississippi, cleaning up after Hurricane Katrina. And when I walked out of my house and looked at my neighbors, it looked exactly the way the coast did when we got down there the first time after Hurricane Katrina.
Now, neighbors tell us that Stefani and Slack were insurance adjusters by trade, and they aren't originally from the Sun Prairie area. Residents on this tight-knit street have been expressing concerns for their friends both hurt and killed in this explosion. But given the scene that you see here, it's simply incredible that anyone walked away.
Truly is. Jessica Arp reporting live from Sun Prairie tonight. Jess, thanks.